Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Lord Exus here, and I'd like to welcome you all to Mass Effect. Mass Effect is one of my favourite, or is my favourite, science fiction role playing game. And I haven't done it before because I haven't had the means to, not properly anyway, not how I wanted, which is obviously the perfect version on PC. I always say perfect, the best version you can get. Um, it does look pretty dated. It is an old game. If you haven't played it by now, then you're probably never going to. Part of an epic sci-fi trilogy, as it were. The reason I wanted to do it is I recently started covering Mass Effect Andromeda, and it's not the best entry. But then again, it's not meant to be part of the original trilogy. It's just kind of something else they've done now. And I wanted to play this game because I've only actually completed the first one. The other two I've played a lot of, but never actually got around to finishing them. I do know how they end. I do know how it all plays out. But I wanted to play them and see how I could get on and actually doing a conducive and decent let's play or playthrough. Also had some problems with Mass Effect Andromeda recently on YouTube with channels that have no affiliation to EA or BioWare. Kind of hit me with copyright strikes and such, although it made absolutely no sense. I will be redoing it again, not on this PC because this PC can't quite do it in the quality I want it to, but I will be redoing it again when I've got my figurative shit a little bit more together. Anyway, with that being said, we're going to start a new playthrough of this. I'm going to show you how it goes, talk through it with you, and hopefully some of you that maybe haven't played the game before, God forbid there are some people out there like that, decide they actually enjoy it, or maybe it'll be too boring for you because it's a bit of a slow burner. It starts off slow. It is the first, or was the first game in the series. So anyway, let's get in.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
As it is, and obviously with all classified information, there's just one little button you press called Connect to Database. So that's what happens.
Secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Okay, so we start off with the protagonist, Joan Shepard. I'm not going to stay as him. I tend to customize my character, so we'll do a custom male.
Log in to access your profile.
And we're not called John. I'm not going to call him Exus Shepard. Or Cyanide, which is my more Xbox or PC related name. We're we're going to go with Lord Shepard, which is, I'm sure there's some religious or biblical overtones there. Let's not go down that path. This is who he is. He'll be referred to as Shepard by every other character in the game, so it doesn't really matter.
Warning, data corruption detected.
Ooh, data corruption.
Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Right, now with this is your profile construction or reconstruction at the beginning. There are 3 backstories and then 3 psychological profiles, and as well as giving flavor text to anyone that talks to you, your character, sorry, that knows these things, or knows about your character's past. They also predetermine part of the morality system in the game. The morality system was taken out for Mass Effect Andromeda, the newest edition of the game, and you just give like witty or snotty answers in that. In this, the morality system is called the Renegade Paragon system, or sorry, the Paragon Renegade system. Paragon being good, Renegade being bad. These apply to it. Every sort of action and every, more or less, most of the dialogue options you have throughout the game also add to these. For this specific playthrough, for the benefit of the playthrough anyway, we're going to try and be Paragon, so Mr. Good Guy. Renegade is really fun. I have played through it as Renegade, being a dickhead to everyone, but we are going to be Mr. Good Guy. So, that being said, pre-service history. Spacer. Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. Colonist. You were born and raised on Mindor, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindor, slaughtered your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol and you enlisted with the military a few years later. So, lovely, lovely stuff. Earthborn. You are raised on the streets of the great megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped a life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting in the Alliance military when you turned 18. So I believe, as far as I know anyway, the best one to choose out of these for getting Paragon points put into your Paragon bar is Spacer.
Confirm psychological profile.
So psychological profile, here we go again. Sole survivor. During your service, a mission you on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. War hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. And finally, ruthless. Throughout your military career, you held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. Get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. I believe out of these three, War Hero
Confirm military
is the one for the best Paragon level. Okay, so this is your class select. Your military specialization as a soldier is your normal grunt, gets the heaviest armor, good with all guns. Engineer has light armor, but you can hack and do tech with that glowing orange Omni tool you can see on his armor side. Adept is the class we will be choosing. Adept is space magic. It is explained away by sci-fi lingo. You're basically you are a biotic, which is someone that has been exposed to element 0, or I believe that's what it's called, something like that, and it's give you sci-fi powers. So cool. Infiltrator is a mixture of engineer and sort of sniper / soldier. Sentinel is a mix of engineer and Mr. Space Magic. And Vanguard is a mixture of soldier and Mr. Space Magic, or Adept. But we're going for plain Adept. It's going to be a bit hard going, especially early on, because we're only trained with pistols and we only have light armor. But we also have cool crushing and destroying powers and shit like that. So that's what I'm doing. So we'll hit that up.
Confirm facial identification.
Okay, I'm going to change. I don't like the way Shepard looks. I'm going to go to this preset. And they all look god-awful and ugly. You can tell it's a 2000 and whatever early game for the Xbox 360. Of course, this is the PC version, so it does look a bit better. Trust me, it looks god-awful on Xbox 360. Keep the same facial structure. I'm going to tone down that neck thickness, boy, because I do not have that neck that joins with my shoulders. Okay. Eyes. Scale this all the way back to here. Yeah, that was the one. Just I'm looking at you like you're shady as fuck. Iris color. No, too dark. I think the original just brown is fine. Jaw, I don't give a shit about. Just get him to turn his head. He has the most triangular cheeks you have ever seen. Nose shape, I think I pulled this back a couple if I remember. Nope, that is nasty. See, that is way too wide. That'll be the one that'll have to do. Yeah, stop spacking out and looking everywhere. Okay, it's not ideal, but hey. Yeah, so first we give him a beard. We do not need to be clean shaven. We crank that hair color up to full. Change them eyebrows a bit B. Okay, they're all shit. Unfortunately, this game's character customization was alright at the time, but not particularly great as time went on. But it was epic at the time. I'm going to stick with those eyebrows, they're not great, but... And I'm going to give him that hair. That is as close as a early 2000s version of me would have looked like. Right, backing up. Okay, so this is our guy. This is Lord Shepard. Okay, fun
Profile
wise.
reconstruction complete.
So we are Lord Shepard, origin is Spacer, reputation is War Hero, and class is Adept. or becomes later known as just biotic. Okay. Yep. Confirm the character.
Identification confirmed.
Right, I'm keeping the combat level as casual. It's been a while since I played this. That is the easiest difficulty, if I remember rightly. Subtitles, no. All of this target assist is normal and stuff. Autosave, yes. Right. Now we can get into the game. I will leave you guys with the intro. I hope you enjoy.
Well, what about Shepard? He's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of his life.
Military service runs in the family. Both his parents were in the Navy.
He proved himself during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
He's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question his courage.
Humanity needs a hero. And Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
Arcturus Prime relays in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
Commander?
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit. Green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters. Check. Navigation. Check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift. Just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Right, okay, I'm back in, and I've been given a dialogue option. So we're on board the ship. We've just taken a jump on the mass relay. You had a bit of story explained to you, what exactly happened with humanity for us to discover this technology, and it jumped our technology forward a couple of hundred years, if not more. And we saw an alien guy. His species is Taurian, and yeah, he's on our ship with us. And our friend down there who's piloting the ship doesn't particularly like that. Our friend's name is Joker. Anyway, he doesn't believe that he's here under the pretenses the crew's been told, and I'm inclined to agree with him.
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Yes, I did, and he does sound a little pissed off.
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
So there we go. We got a few experience points and bits and pieces. Got to talk to these two guys, and that's the guy's called Caden, and he is Joker, the one that piloting the ship. We are out in deep space, and as you can see, I mean, it does look old for its time now, the original Mass Effect, but it looks substantially better on the PC here than it did on the Xbox One with Xbox 360 backwards compatibility. That looked like arse, and I remember playing it and thinking it looked like this does here, but it didn't. I had a 360 back in the day, and it looked fucking wank, but it was an amazing game. So it looks a bit naff by today's standards, but it's all right. It's all right. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is go on here, hit up the squad, and as I was correct, you can see Lord Shepard's my name. I'm an adept. Later on, again, as I said, it's just known as Biotic in later games. Level 1, I just got 30 experience out of 100 to level up. That's my current health. And these are the Paragon and Renegade bars. And as you can see, I did make all the right choices to go for the good guy route, because I have a nice wedge of Paragon points in here where I have nothing on Renegade. And we also have 3 points to level up with. So I am going to go with... I always hit up to an adept. That allows my powers that I've got to cool down quicker so I can use them again. I'm going to put anything in basic armor. Just might give myself barrier for now. Adds a biotic barrier to your shield that absorbs damage but cannot block attacks that bypass shields. I'm going to have that. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I've added all the 3 points I can. Adept's important because Adept is what I am. Increases or decreases the recharge of the biotic powers. So I have Charm and Intimidate. These are, I believe, also locked to the Paragon Renegade bars. I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I played this game. I think Charm's locked to Paragon, Intimidate's locked to Renegade. Someone feel free to correct me on that if you know differently. Yeah, I will be putting stuff into Charm later because like when you talk to absolutely anyone in this game, if you get these up high enough and the next 3 points I get, because I can do the next mission that's coming up, I know without making myself any better than this now, I will add 3 points into Charm. I don't know if you get 3 or you get 2 per level, or even 1, I can't remember. But yeah, this helps a lot with talking to people, a hell of a lot. Anyway, yes, that's done. Journal gives you your things that's happening. Speak to the captain. Mark all entries as viewed. I shall do. I'm not going to bore you with reading all of that. Also, I'm not going to bore you with all of this. Yeah, this is the Codex, and the Codex explains everything in the game. Now, I'm lucky enough that I know all of this stuff. It also gives you stuff like this. Timelines, system alliances. It tells you from when we discovered the mass relays and all that. They have put a lot of work into this. I'm glad it's here. I've already read it all. I'm not going to read it all to you because I know it'll bore the living shit out of a lot of you. It's really nice that they put this much. You don't get necessarily this much work in a lot of modern RPGs, if I'm honest, or a lot of games that claim to be role-playing games. A lot of real role-playing games, you still get this level of work. I don't think it's going to do it. Yes, it is. Aliens and council races. On certain things...
Roughly
1,200
years ago, the Turians
on certain things, you don't even have to read it yourself. You can look down it. This guy will read it to you. Again, I'm not going to listen to him waffle on. We know what the thing is. Have a quick save. Because things are going to be talking heavy until all these people controlling the ship until we get to our first mission.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Let's talk to this guy.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
I am, but I heard you arguing with a guy on the intercom.
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
And what could you possibly
the
mean,
Alliance
sir?
brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
Okay. What can you tell us about the stealth systems of this craft?
What do you know about the stealth systems?
Just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper, less chance of security leaks too. Plus there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
Cover, you say?
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Okay, what about the other things to investigate? What about the captain?
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
Now looking back at these characters before I carry on, their faces are so terrible. They really are. But anyway, what about the Turian Spectre?
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was a long time ago.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. Especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command. And they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Well, that's everything covered. I'll tell him I'll look into it. Ooh.
Good luck, Commander.
Sorry about that, guys. Appears I had an audio glitch there. It was literally me saying I'd look into it, but yeah, it's kind of had an audio loop. We'll get that a few times. For some reason, older games, I tend to get audio skips or a little bit of game skippage. Don't know why. Can't seem to sort out the problem. It could be a few things, to be fair. Just bring up that. This always annoys me. I just hit mark all entries as viewed. Because everything you do has a codex entry.
The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Okay, let's talk to these two.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
Yeah, let's tell him to calm down.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
Okay, let's talk about the Spectre, Nihilus.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
Okay, what about the Spectres?
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
There are no human Spectres?
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. You're a war hero, right? Held off an entire enemy fleet during the Blitz single-handed? That's the kind of talent the Spectres are looking for.
This is all just wild speculation. The Spectres aren't interested in recruiting humans, no matter how capable.
Okay, what about the planet we're going to?
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Do you know where we're going there?
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
You'll do fine. Oh, shit.
Just like every other...
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
So there's a weird audio loop there with the background music cutting them out. I can't do anything about that. Sorry, guys. I didn't realise. Again, this is an old game on PC. There's a few things that don't necessarily marry up. Okay, I'm gonna just. But we heard what he had to say about it. Anyway, I'm gonna put "Be careful."
Young Corporal, you have
really
a long career ahead of you.
Really annoying.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
Okay, well that'll do for now.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye.
Hopefully that doesn't persist later in the game when we don't have this background music. I do apologise, guys. I didn't know that was a thing and I didn't test beforehand. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's get this ship going.
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
So this is Nihilus, the Turian, and also a Spectre. Where's Captain Anderson?
The captain said he'd meet me here.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
And since it's a human world, we're going to be defiant and say it is beyond beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
Why?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
So exactly what the other guy was saying, or the other crew members.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
Okay, so why the secrecy?
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
And what exactly is Prothean?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why did we tell the Council? Sounds like it's probably a renegade option, or a more aggressive option, so I'm going to put, I'm glad you're here to help.
It never hurts to have a few extra hands on board.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
I should have known.
Guess that explains why I bump into him every time I turn around.
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Yeah. Not so aggressive this time. You put my name forward?
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Spoken like a true closet racist. Nah, I'm fucking with you. He's clearly on point. Ah, motherfucker.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Okay, so some investigating, and again, sorry about those audio breaks. It seems to be there is some sort of sound processing error with the older games I have. Okay, so Protheans.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
Okay. So what do these guys know about Eden Prime?
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
And finally, the beacon. Okay, or not? No.
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Wrong hands being who?
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
And what are they?
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Okay, we've got that covered. Right, we're ready to go. Or not.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
You're under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need.
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker. Fast and quiet. Mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Okay, so Eden Prime is under attack by something. Shit just got more interesting.
Engaging stealth systems.
Here we go.
Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
He can count on us.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck.
We are approaching drop point 2.
Okay, so I had a autosave there. Just want to remember how the controls go. So, got my pistol. Zoom in. Ooh. I wasted a grenade there. I cannot remember for love nor money what the controls are. Ah, there we go. If you hold down spacebar, you can move the camera freely. While doing this, see, this is a bit different again on console. I played it mostly on console. You can select different people's Shepards down here, so this is my character, and your team's moves, making it a bit more slow paced while assessing the environment. But we're not going to do that. We are going to... Actually, there is something I do want to do. Throw, warp, and barrier. Ideally. Yes. Barrier can go on number 8. Actually, that's not barrier, is it? Sorry. That is warp. Warp does damage to all nearby enemies. And yeah, Coco barrier can go on number 8. Beautiful. That way, I don't have to pause. I can just hit the button when I'm hopping over them. The targeting's fairly easy, although I'm only able to use pistols right now. I don't think there's anything that way, if I remember. Running is a bit janky. I do like the bob of the camera. It makes. Oh, there is something. A heatsink, a weapon upgrade. I will take that. It does make the camera movement seem a little bit. I mean, it seems janky because I'm not very great with a mouse and a keyboard, but yeah, it seems a bit more realistic, like you are following behind someone with a camera. So I don't want that. I don't want that. Go to my pistol, since it's the only thing I'll be good at using. Absorbs and dissipates the heat typically generated when firing a weapon, so I can use this heatsink and equip it to my pistol, so my pistol isn't going to heat up quite so badly. In this game, unlike the other two, your weapon... okay, a little bit of game glitch there. Again, a common problem on my PC with older games. Yeah, your weapons, the more you fire, you'll notice down in the bottom left, there's a heat bar. There is no reloading the guns in this game. They have infinite ammo. That is something they took out of later games. Instead, they overheat and you can't use them for a time. Anyway, moving forward. Come on, game. Hide behind cover. I am actually going to bring up the pause menu, although I don't particularly need to. I'm going to use warp on that enemy. That worked. Beautiful. That's 3 of them down. I didn't take any. My shields went down, as shown by the bottom left, the blue hollow block. Caden still has his up. the crouch button is. Control. Control is crouch. Oh. The moment I done it, so it's cool. Oh yeah. Yeah. Maybe we should check on Jenkins. Because he's dead. Oh, face pop there. Bit weird.
Right through his shields. Never had a chance.
He deserves a burial.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
Okay, good. 2 Paragon points for that. It could have been a dick and said, yeah, just leave him. I do have ability points to put into myself, which again, as I stated, all 3 will go into Charm. They're not going to be useful here, but they will be useful later. Paragon's also gone up by a shade of a section. And we need to go to Kaidan Alenko because we need to... Oh no, we don't. He's already had his points distributed. That is fine. Journal's going to tell us what to do, but we know what to do. And Codex is going to give us more stuff on weapons, armor, biotic powers, and races, but we don't need that right now. Okay. Get up here. If I remember, some enemies. Yep. Okay. Nope. Don't want that there. Want it there. Does it do anything? Warp. Throw doesn't seem to do anything to airborne enemies that just do their thing anyway. But warp will. Like so. I'm not sure if he hit it first or I did, but.
A lot of bodies. I'm gonna check it out. I'll try to catch up with you at the dig site.
So that was what's face? Nihilus. Ah, more armor upgrades and weapon upgrades. Awesome, let's have a look at them. So, go to my pistol again. I have nothing for mods. I already have the heatsink on, and it's a heatsink and recoil dampener. Can't do anything with the ammo for this gun. I'm not going to do Kaidan's right now. He doesn't need it. But I don't know what these things are. They're like gaseous balloons. They'll run through.
Kill them all.
Got hit a few times there on the shield. Put up a barrier on myself. Okay, cool. Should be, yeah, there is more.
I've lost shields.
Cool, so they're dealt with. They did take my shields down. Once again, they did take my shields down, but hey, let's move on. Nice. Alright, looks like we're gonna have to go help her.
I've lost shields.
That's one down. Throw doesn't always kill them, it just knocks them down sometimes, but I've done a good enough job. Right, who are you?
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you okay?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
What happened to your unit?
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
Let's be compassionate then, don't blame yourself.
This isn't your fault, Williams. You couldn't have done anything to save them.
Yes, sir. We held our position as long as we could, until the Geth overwhelmed us.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
I'm gonna say join us.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, sir. It's time for payback.
Let's find out about what's going on. Who or what are the Geth?
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Okay, tell me about the beacon.
Tell me everything you know about the beacon.
They were doing some digging out here to extend the monorail and expand the colony. A few weeks ago, they unearthed some Prothean ruins, and the beacon. Suddenly, every scientific expert in the colony was interested. That's when they brought us in to secure the site. I don't know much about the beacon itself, but I heard one of the researchers say this could be the biggest scientific discovery of the century.
What about the scientists then? Or not?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Okay, let me know what happened before the attack.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
Okay, and have you seen my friend Nihilus?
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Okay, that should do it. Right, let's head out.
Move out.
A new pistol and some armor-piercing rounds. I'll take them. Okay, let's have a look. And the new pistol will give me better damage, less shots before overheat, and slightly less accuracy. But since it's going to be this character's main gun, that will help. Plus, I now have armor-piercing rounds that I can put into it, which will also help. Also, I can give these to the other characters, obviously, which I would do. Some currency and bits and pieces like Medigel to heal myself down here. That's good. That is all good. Okay, game, when you want to unlock. Okay, well, looking at the time, I was going to carry on, but I have run out of time, guys. I have no time left. So, unfortunately, we didn't get to do quite as much of the combat stuff as I would have liked, and carried on sort of from there. There was a few audio as well as game sort of skips, which I would have preferred not to have, but again, older games on PC, depending on your setup, you know, everything's maxed out settings on here, which is fine. It's like a 10-year-old, well, longer than a 10-year-old game, ish. So, you know, that's fine. It's going to look as good as it can, but for some reason or another, the audio plays up and sometimes the game skips a little bit. There's only so much we can do on this. Anyway, hopefully next episode I'll get into it proper, and there'll be a lot more fighting, a lot more killing, as well as there will be a fuck ton more story, because that's what this is. Science fiction role-playing game, so there's always lots of talking story. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed yourself. As usual, I've been Lord Exus, and I'll see you guys in the next video in a bit.